What the hell is wrong with people these days? I keep finding examples of people being complete jackasses and violating the law just because it's inconvenient. Well, too bad for you. Let's talk about this. So, I had this experience this morning that plays into an observation that I've had, and I wanted to talk about it. This is about what I think is a rampant social problem in this country, so if you really want to tune out, that's fine, but I think things like this really need to be addressed, so here we go. This morning, I had an encounter with someone on Facebook who was advertising unlicensed, unregulated, street-side food production and kept complaining that code enforcement was harassing him because he had neither a business license nor a food handler's permit. And from the pictures he was putting up, it was clear he was just setting up a grill on a street corner and selling food to anyone who came by. And it was also clear, at least to me and most other people who said anything, that this was far from a sanitary operation. And of course, he wasn't paying any taxes and he had no oversight for what he was doing whatsoever. So I and others mentioned that if he didn't want code enforcement shutting him down and he kept moving his operation around because he was being quote unquote harassed, that maybe he should consider following the law. And that's when all hell broke loose and he started screaming that he didn't care about the law, that he could do whatever the hell he wanted, and if anyone didn't like it, he wanted to meet up with them so he could beat the shit out of them. So now, not only is he violating food safety and health laws, he's issuing violent threats online, which is also against the law, and he's also violating Facebook's terms of service. So in order, I reported him to Facebook, which hopefully will cost him his account. I put in a word to the police linking to his post, and I contacted someone I knew who had contacts inside code enforcement, and I let them know that this guy not only had no permits, but he was openly flaunting the law. Now, granted, he probably makes all of his contacts on Facebook, and judging by his behavior, he probably won't have an account for much longer, but now the police have his page and he just announces where he's going to be, so they can just go out there and shut him down. And I think this is a good thing. We are a nation of laws for a reason, and maintaining public health and safety is important. And that's doubly so for someone who has a hair trigger and a tendency toward violent threats. This guy needs to talk to the cops. Anyone who does not respect the law, as this guy clearly does not, needs to be held accountable under the law. That's how society maintains order. But he's not the only example. I've seen a lot of this of late, especially on YouTube. I've spent a lot of time lately on various YouTube creator-centric forums and subreddits, and there seems to be an unfortunate thread running throughout, that being people who want to use copyrighted material in their videos, trying desperately to get around copyright laws so that they can monetize material that doesn't belong to them and make money on the backs of actual content creators. And these people don't seem to understand that they can't do that. It's against the law, except in very particular circumstances like legitimate fair use. But no, these people don't care about the law. The law is inconvenient. It's too hard to actually make your own content or engage in legitimate transformative fair use. They just want to do the least they can do to make the most amount of money they can, and anyone who gets in their way, even if it's the legitimate copyright owners themselves, well, those are just terrible people. And frankly, I don't understand any of these people, but the attitude itself seems to be very prevalent these days. The idea that anything gets in the way of their getting exactly what they want is something to be ignored and complained about, which is just ridiculous. These laws exist for a reason. In the first case, they exist to protect the public from clear and obvious health risks. They prevent the disreputable from taking unsafe shortcuts in food preparation. In the second case, they prevent people from stealing the intellectual property of others for their own profit. And I don't care how you spin it, it's wrong, full stop. I don't care if you rationalize that the copyright holders are just going to run ads on your videos and take all the money. That doesn't make what you're doing right. This is really what I don't get about people, that they're getting so stupid and lazy that they figure they're entitled to do whatever they want, whenever they want, with no consequences whatsoever. Screw the law. Screw social conventions. It's a free-for-all. But I'm sorry, society doesn't work that way. Not just our society, but no society. No healthy society anyhow. But I don't think these people care about healthy society, which is why things are going downhill. Because far too many people are only concerned with themselves and not with the health and well-being of others. But without society, we're all lost. We lose the protection of the collective human shield. If we predate on each other without caring about the consequences, like the unlicensed chef was doing, or if we steal from each other, as the YouTube brigade does far too often, then why should anyone make anything new? Why should anyone care if what they're doing is safe? Why should anyone care about the health of those around them? That's why we have laws in the first place, to keep society functional. But nobody cares anymore, do they? So anyhow, what do you think? What the hell is wrong with people today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification button so you're informed when I post new videos. And if you can, please consider supporting me on either Patreon or Maker Support, whichever platform you prefer. I post exclusive behind-the-scenes content for supporters, and the more support I get, the more I can improve the channel. But anyway, back to this video. Does anyone get why people are so indiscriminately violating the law? I know this has been going on for a while, but it's becoming more and more blatant. They just don't care anymore, and that leads to a breakdown in society, and we all suffer. What can be done? Let's have a conversation. Maybe let others know so they can come join us. Because ultimately, this has to stop if we want to keep society from sliding off a cliff. But what can we do? Let me know your thoughts.